Hello freaks and geeks, and welcome to another YouTube video. Today I really wanted to talk about the artists that influenced me the most, and I wanted to do this to kind of show you how I am as an artist and and what things catch my eye, and I just wanted to give you a feel for how I am for the most part. So I will be listing the top 5 artists that influenced me the most. There are tons of others, let me tell you, because it never ends. But these are the ones that influenced me on a bigger level than a lot of others. And please forgive me. I am reading from a laptop because I just typed this up. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 5, H.R. Geiger, or Giger, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. He was born in Switzerland February 5th, 1940. He does a lot of sci-fi fantasy art. It's also very graphic in the terms that it's kind of sexual, but I kind of tend to push that just aside in the fact that his artwork is very detailed. His art is featured in movies. If you don't know what these movies are, or if you've never heard of him before, you'll know when I say these movies. His artwork is in the Alien movies. Specifically, one of the most notable things in the Alien movies is the Xenomorph. The Xenomorph is particularly the most notable thing in the movie, of course, and that was all his art. Although this will be the one funny thing that you guys will not have you probably won't have realized until after I say this. The alien, its head itself, the regular xenomorph, its head is supposed to look like a giant penis. Now, I do apologize for that, but that's just the way he is. I don't look at that, and I just don't look at kind of that side. I find it a little funny, but other than that, I don't tend to make a big deal out of it. His artwork is also all throughout the movie Prometheus. Now, I didn't like the storyline or anything in that movie. The storyline was too short. It got me confused. But other than that, his artwork that's throughout the whole movie, it was amazing to see. We'll say that much. And the reason he's such a big influence to me is because his art is all hand done, and there's so much detail, and it's like all sci-fi. And I just love fantasy and sci-fi stuff, but what he does, he takes it to a whole new level. Number 4, Salvador Dali. Born in Spain on May 11th, 1904, he is a well-known surrealist and is most known for his piece that features the melting clocks, if you guys ever saw that. There's one off a tree, there's one on a brick, all that kind of stuff. And his art is also noted in a collaboration that he did with Walt Disney. Yes, Walt Disney. And you guys may not have known this, but if you just please look this up. The collaboration he did with Walt Disney is called Destino, which is destiny, Spanish for destiny, as far as I know. If I'm wrong, please correct me. And it's about the god of time, Kronos, who is longing for a mortal girl he cannot have. And the reason he influences me the most is because his art shows that he lets his mind loose, his ideas loose, and his ideas are always changing and forming new things, and they're not what you would normally see, and I'm always one to be drawn to things that are different or out of the norm, and his work just makes me think, really makes me think. Number 3, I am not sure how to pronounce his name. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's Mike Mignola. He was born in the USA on September 16th, 1960. He is really well known for his comic book Hellboy. Yes, it's Hellboy. Gotta say, that is an amazing comic. Love the character design, love it all. But I don't know if most of you know this, but his style was also used for a Disney movie that was aired or released in 2001. And it is at the top of my Disney list. We'll say this now. It is fantastic. Loved it. It's called Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Now, man, my surprise as a kid, this movie just made my mind. But the reason he influences me the most is that when I first watched the Atlantis movie, I loved it ever since, and only until recently have I had a wanting or a desire to find out who the main artist was behind it. And when I found out who it was, I was jumping for joy. His style catches my eye so much. It's beyond ridiculous. Number two. Jessica Peffer. Born in the USA, February 1983, she is well known for her fantasy art and even more well known for her dragons. If you haven't seen her around, she does have a few books out in Barnes & Noble, but she's not as well known as the other artists that I have mentioned previously. But she went to the Columbus College of Art and Design, and from there she's had so much stuff that she's done, and she's also known for being the main artist on a virtual dragon raising site called Flight Rising. Now, if you guys haven't heard of that, please check it out. They usually only have open windows because their servers get overloaded with users, so they have to have open time slots, but please check it out. And the reason she influences me the most is because when I was in middle school, and even before middle school, I had these huge things for dragons, and still do to this day. Anyway, her style influenced me so much that when I got her first book, I started to learn how to give dragons beef, how to give them muscle, and how to give them style different looks instead of making them look one particular way and making a sea dragon look like a sea dragon, or a mountain dragon look like it came from the mountains. Anything I could create to actually give depth and definition to. And her art, even to this day, still continues to influence and inspire me. Number 1, Robert Bender. I can't give a birthday because I couldn't find it, so I don't really know. Yeah. Skip that part. Yeah, I don't really know his birthday because I couldn't find it, no bio or anything like that. But I believe he was born in the U.S. and he's most well known for his artwork in children's books. His art has been seen in two ones that to me personally, I've found that are the most known is A to Z Beastly Jamboree and A Most Unusual Lunch. And he was actually the one who wrote the A to Z Beastly Jamboree. Well, the reason I was influenced him by the most was when I was in grade school, I believe in second grade, we were taken into the large group room, as we called it. It was a huge room where we got the kids together, or the teachers got the kids together, and we sat and listened to different things that were going on inside the school, or presentations that people came to the school to show us, all that kind of stuff. And he talked to us. He came in and talked to us, and little did I know that day would change my life forever. he showed us and told us that he was a children's book author, an artist, and even had us he even had read us one of the stories that he was a part of, and afterwards had us draw the creature from the story. I was so fascinated and moved by that this, from that day forward, I started to draw almost every day, and now it's become my passion. And if it wasn't for this man, I don't know where I would be. If by some miracle he sees this video, I want to say thank you, Robert Bender. Thank you for influencing me with your art. I will be forever grateful. After seeing his art, it opened my eyes to see that I could create anything that I wanted. I could make dragons, I could make snakes, I could make my own stories, I could do anything I wanted, and it's my imagination has just exploded from then on. And now with this YouTube channel, I want to show people how different things, how I do different things with my art, and how I just want to inspire you as viewers to keep going with your art or with whatever your passion is. I wanna influence you to keep up with your passion and to show you that you shouldn't be afraid to let your imagination run. And, well, that is it for all of the top 5, of course, because I've already named them. But that is it for this video. I will see you freaks and geeks next time. Peace out.